This is an essay I'm reading right now. It's by Albert Camu or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Uh, this is called Myth of Sisyphus, and there is a beautiful line, and I want to just narrate it to you all. And here are trees, and I know their garnet surface, water, and I feel its taste. The scents of grass and stars at night, certain evenings when the heart relaxes. How shall I negate this world, whose power and strength I feel? Yet all the knowledge on earth will give me nothing to assure me that this world is mine. You describe it to me, and you teach me to classify it. You enumerate its laws, and in my thirst for knowledge, I admit. Let them go. Souls. My god, man. So irritating. Are they gone? Nope. Nope, not at all. You enumerate its laws, and in my thirst for knowledge, I admit that they are true. You take apart its mechanisms, and my hope increases. At the final stage, you teach me that this wondrous and multicolored universe can be reduced to the atom, and that the atom itself can be reduced to the electron. All this is good, and I wait for you to continue. But you tell me of an invisible planetary system in which electrons gravitate around a nucleus. You explain this world to me with an image. I realize then that you have been reduced to poetry. I shall never know. Have I the time to become indignant? Have I the time to become indignant? You have already changed theories, so that science that was to teach me everything ends up in a hypothesis. That lucidity founders in lucidity founders in metaphors. That uncertainty is resolved in a work of art. What need had I of so many efforts? The soft lines of these hills and the hand of evening on this troubled heart teach me much more. I have returned to my beginning. I realize that if through science I can seize phenomena and enumerate them, I cannot, for all that, apprehend the world. Were I to trace its entire relief with my finger, I should not know anymore. And you give me the choice between a description that is sure but that teaches me nothing, and hypotheses that claim to teach me but that are not sure. A stranger to myself and to the world, armed solely with a thought that negates itself as soon as it asserts. What is this condition in which I can have peace only by refusing to know and to live, in which the appetite for conquest bumps into walls that defy its assaults? To will is to stir up paradoxes. Everything is ordered in such a way as to bring into being that poisoned peace produced by thoughtlessness, of lack of heart, or fatal renunciations. That's wonderful that Albert Camus has just described here. There is another very, my favorite line till far in the essay, and I'm going to narrate it as well. So it goes like this. A world that can be explained even with bad reasons is a familiar world. But on the other hand, in a universe suddenly divested of illusions and lights, man feels an alien, a stranger. His exile is without remedy, since he is deprived of the memory of a lost home or the hope of a promised land. This divorce between man and this life, the actor and his setting, is properly the feeling of absurdity. All healthy men having thought of their own suicide, it can be seen without further explanation that there is a direct connection between this feeling and the longing for death. Today is my birthday, and I'm just narrating something relating to death. Anyways.